Hello all. So welcome to the second video in this series, wherein we are going to discuss about Google PubSub service. We are going to create topics and subscriptions and play by sending messages to the topic manually. All right. Yeah. So navigate to cloud.google.com and navigate to console. And then you have to search for PubSub and then you have to click on the PubSub to open the PubSub service landing page. If the PubSub is not enabled for you, you will be prompted to enable the same. So please enable the same. It will take some time to enable and then you are good to go. And in the PubSub landing page, okay, so we'll be able to create the topics. So we are going to create a topic called user activity, okay, and then we are going to create a sample subscription and push the message to that particular topic and view the messages in that subscription. Okay, perfect. So let me open my cloud.google.com. So first you have to navigate to cloud.google.com or console.google.com, anything is fine. So from here, navigate to console. Okay, it will open console.cloud.google.com. Okay, and let us search for PubSub. So PubSub. Okay, so here you can see global real-time messaging. Yeah, basically PubSub has another feature called PubSub Lite. So, but we are not going to discuss about PubSub Lite, but we are only going to discuss about PubSub. Okay. Yeah. So maybe you can plan for your own research about this PubSub Lite as well. Perfect. So this is how it will be there. Yeah, as I said, if this PubSub service is not enabled for you, it will be prompted for enabling. You just enable this particular API that so that you can play with this particular PubSub. Perfect. So in the left panel, so let me close this PubSub Lite to avoid confusion. So in the PubSub, we have topics and subscriptions, right? We are going to discuss these two items. Okay. So first one is topic. So let us create a topic. There are no topics as of now here. Okay, let us go ahead and create a topic. So in the topic ID, so what is the topic ID we have to provide? So the name of the topic which we are trying to provide, it's user activity, right? Okay, let me type in that. So user activity. Okay, and this is the topic name. I mean, this is the topic ID, and then here you can see the topic name. So projects. This is our project ID, Glassy Life. Okay, and under we have the topics. Under the topic we have user activity. Yeah, this is the fully qualified name of this particular topic ID. And here it says add a default subscription. Yeah, let us add a default subscription. Okay. Maybe what I will do, I will uncheck this particular checkbox so that we will only create a subscription. Okay. And enable message retention. So click on this particular checkbox so that the message will be retained in the particular topic up to 7 days. Yeah. And yeah, other things are actually not required. In encryption, you select the default option, Google Managed Encryption key, and just click on create. So it will create a topic for you. Yeah, within a few clicks, you are able to create a topic. Awesome. So now that our topic is actually ready, and this particular topic currently don't have any subscriptions. Okay, we have to create a subscription for this particular topic. So how to create a subscription? So in this particular topic, in the subscriptions landing page, you can click on create subscription to create a subscription. This is one way. The other way is you can go to the subscription navigation item over here, and here you can click on create subscription. Okay. So yeah, in the subscription ID, here I will provide the sample subscription. And here we have to select the topic. We have only one topic, which is user activity. And in our previous session, we have discussed about there are delivery types, right? Many delivery types, pull, push, and export. Yeah. So don't worry about that. So here we will only discuss about the pull. Okay, we are not going to discuss about the push. So basically, in what scenarios push will be used? Yeah. So for example, if we want to send the data to that particular system voluntarily, okay, at that time we are going to use the push. If we are going to use the push, right, then we have to provide the endpoint URL of that particular system which is going to receive this particular message. Yeah. So yeah, so here I'm going to use the push. Basically, it is kind of webhook. Like most of you heard about webhooks, right? So this is similar to that particular webhook kind of. So, but I want to select this pull mechanism, and the message retention duration is 7 days, and expiration period. So, for example, if you are not using this particular subscription for 31 days, then this subscription will be expired. And the acknowledgement deadline. Suppose if the message received by the subscriber, okay, within 10 seconds, we have to acknowledge the same to this particular subscription. That message has been processed. If it is more than 10 seconds, then it will consider this message as a not acknowledged. Okay. And we can also add filters as well. Filters in the sense, suppose, for example, if you want to receive only specific messages to this particular subscription. See, a topic can receive n number of messages, right? But you can create n number of subscriptions to that particular topic as well. Suppose the current subscription want to receive only specific messages from that particular topic. Yeah, then we can write down our filters based upon the attributes. Basically, we can define attributes, custom attributes. Okay, so based upon those, for example, department is equal to IT, department is equal to uh, some HR, etc. So you can define the custom attributes for a particular message. Okay, so in those particular custom attributes, you can define some values. Based upon those custom attributes, you can filter those messages. Okay. Yeah, and these are actually not required. I'm not selecting anything. And here I'm going to click on create so that our subscription will be created. This is only the sample subscription to understand how the messages are being uh, delivered to the subscription whenever we push a message to a particular topic. Okay. Now our subscription is actually created. This is our subscription. Okay. The subscription name is again, this is a fully qualified name. Projects Glassy Life. This is my project ID, subscriptions and samples up. And this is the topic name. Now, in this particular landing page, you can see something called messages. So here I have an option called pull. When I click on pull, the messages which has been sent to the topic will be pulled into this particular subscription. Okay. Now let me go to the topic which we have created and let us push a message. So how to push a message manually? Very easy. So here we have a messages, okay, tab. Click on this messages tab and go to the publish message. Okay. So here in this pop-up, you will have number of messages, put it as one. And here we have to provide message body. So here I have prepared a message body for our user activity service. Okay, so it consider customer ID, device type, mobile, the page, home page, total time the customer has spent 15 seconds, and the event is page load. Event description is user loaded the home page on their mobile device. So I don't want the spaces in here. Okay, so let me remove the spaces. The reason is in future, if you want to consume this message to Pega with auto parsing enabled, so at that time, these particular attributes has to map to particular attributes, right? Particular properties inside Pega. That is why I don't want these spaces over here. Okay, this is my message body, and this message can have attributes as well. For example, as I told you, right, the customer type is equal to gold, customer type is equal to silver. You can have multiple attributes. Based upon these attributes, you can write down your filter conditions for your subscriptions as well. Okay, done. So I have given the message body. I am not giving any attribute. I will click on publish. So the message has been published to this particular topic. Now let us go to the subscription which we have created sample subscription and go to the messages and let us click on pull. Now the message which has been pushed to this particular topic, the topic has been pulled by this particular subscription. You can see this is the message. Yeah. And yeah, so the 10 seconds got completed. You can see that the acknowledgement, the deadline exceeded. Suppose if I want to acknowledge this particular message. So yeah, you have to check this particular checkbox so that you can acknowledge the messages in this particular area. So let me pull the messages again. Yeah. So now here we have a link for acknowledging, and this will be available only for 10 seconds. So let us wait for a few seconds, and this will be, yeah, you can see the deadline has been exceeded. Now let me pull the messages again and let me quickly acknowledge it. So when I acknowledge it, this particular message will not be contained in the subscription again. Now let me click on pull again. Okay. You can see this is taking more time, but the message has been not there in this particular subscription. That so this is a very intelligent or very important feature. So whenever a subscriber processes the message and acknowledges that okay, it has acknowledged that it has completed it processing, immediately the message will be deleted from this particular subscription. Suppose let us say if you want to retain the acknowledged messages as well, yeah, there is a feature or there is an option with through which you can also retain the acknowledged messages as well. All right. So now you can see that this is taking more time, but it is unable to get the data, any data, because the data has been deleted. Okay, has already been acknowledged. That is why the data is not coming to this particular subscription. All right, guys. So now we have successfully created a topic, okay, and we have created an empty subscription, but we are going to delete this particular subscription because whenever you create a data set in Pega, okay, that will create its own subscription, okay, with its own properties that I will discuss in the next video. But for now, I'm going to delete this subscription because we don't need it. So we need only the topic which we already created. So now we have deleted our subscription. Now what is the next step in the Google site configuration? We have to create a service account. So if you have followed my earlier video in the sense the BigQuery integration with the Pega, there we have also created a service account at our site. So I'm going to create a dedicated video for service account creation. That would be the next video wherein oh, sorry. Yeah. We will cover the service account creation in this video, and all the Pega configurations will be there in the next video. Now let us quickly go ahead and create a service account in GCP. But before that, let me provide a very brief introduction about what is a service account. So why we need a service account basically? Suppose for example, if a backend application need to access this particular GCP service, it has to authenticate and authorize itself. Okay. So that the GCP will provide access to this particular service, Google PubSub service, correct? For that, we need a service account. Okay. But why? Yeah, here I have given service account provide a way for applications to authenticate and access resources without requiring human credentials. Suppose I have logged into my GCP account by providing my username and password. Correct. So that will not be the case for backend applications. So backend applications will communicate very differently with the help of these service accounts. Okay. And yeah, this is basically essential for all the automated processes and background tasks. This is how applications will communicate with each other. Okay. So Pega will use the details of this service account for authentication and to access the resource. In our case, the resource is Google Cloud PubSub. Yeah, let us create a service account, and to that particular service account, we have to add a Google PubSub policy. That means the service account has to access that particular resource. Okay, and then we will generate the keys. Yeah. So now let me go to my Google Cloud account. So here, search for service, service accounts. So right click and open the link in new tab. So here, let us go ahead and create a service account, create service account. So here I'm going to create a service account with the name. So Pega GCP Access. So this is my name. And this is the service account ID. Okay. And in the service account description, maybe I will provide the same and click on create and continue. And this service account needs to access the PubSub service, right? Okay. For that, you need to add a role. So here I'm going to add PubSub admin. Okay. So PubSub admin, select this and click on continue. Okay. And in the third step, don't provide anything, simply click on done. So now that we have created a service account, just open this service account. Okay. And go to the keys and add a key, create a new key. So here you have to select a P12, which is supported by Pega, and click on create. This will be downloading a key and it will also provide a password. Just copy this in your notepad and then you will be using for your Pega configurations. All right. I hope you have followed this particular video. In our next video, we are going to do the Pega configurations. Yeah, see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning. Bye.